dogs. I'm back in Berkhamsted again with Dieter to continue his town training. Now it's very noisy here, so you have to remember that when you're giving instructions to your puppy, you are competing with all the vehicular traffic in the town. Also, there's lots of other noises, but today I'm taking him through the town to test some of the training I've given him. I want him to be able to sit at the curb, to stay close at my side when I heel, to negotiate all the pedestrian traffic. And that's why it's important when you're teaching a dog to heel, it's not to look fancy, it's for a real reason. If your dog is walking maybe 1 or 2 feet to your left, then that allows a pedestrian to walk in between the two of you. And somebody coming out of the crowds won't see you've got a dog, they'll just head for the gap, and at the last minute they'll see your dog below and then try to avoid clashing with your lead. So a dog that's taught from very early on to stay close at your side, that allows you to weave in and out of the traffic as two. Very similar to how you would with a little child. So you're negotiating and teaching him to weave like a snake through all the traffic. When you come to a road and you want him to sit at the curb, the dog has to hear the command clearly, sit. Make sure you reward him, whether it's with a treat or with your voice, it doesn't matter. Reward him for sitting. I tend to teach some of my dogs to stand at the curb more than sit, because on mucky days, I don't want my dog sitting on wet, dirty streets. I want him looking at me on 4 legs. Also, if the dog's in the stand position when you're crossing the road, you can move quickly from that position, whereas a sit takes a little bit longer. You'll see me using the lead to guide Dieter. If he goes too far ahead, I'll give him a little tug just to remind him I'm there. I'll talk to him. I'll give him the command heel. As I'm turning left and right, I want him to follow me, to keep his eye on me. Now that's not always easy because there's so much going on in the town. Sometimes people will stop and casually interrupt your training. They mean no harm. If they start tapping their chest to encourage your dog to jump up on them, and unfortunately many people do, don't let him do it. Explain that the dog can't jump up. Explain politely but firmly. Otherwise, in a few months' time, you'll have a dog that starts leaping on people who stop to pay it attention, and you, or more clearly your dog, will get the blame. At the moment, he's a little puppy. If you're walking with toy breeds or smaller breeds, it can be a lot more difficult because people can't always see the dog because they're so small. So again, you must take care. If children come up to you in the street and they want to stroke the dog, again, providing it's orderly and the following your instructions, there's no harm in that. It's good for his temperament, but make sure that the dog obeys the rules and the children. So now I'm going to go off with Dieter into the town to see how he reacts. This is very difficult for him. It's one of the first times he's been in town and one of the first times he's heard my voice competing against all the background noise. So maybe I'll have to raise my voice a little bit, but it's better to make it sharper than shouting. Shouting doesn't give clear signs. A sharp voice like heel, good boy, come, stay, all those are good commands to give to the dog. In you go. Come on, Dieter. Clever boy. Clever boy. Boy. Clever boy. Sit. Sit. Clever boy. You see he's watching the traffic. I'm looking for a gap, and as soon as I get a gap, I'm going to go across. Clever dog. Heel. Come on. Clever boy. Clever boy. Clever boy. Dieter. Heel. Clever boy. Good boy. It's clever. Dieter. Sit. Oh, it's clever boy. Oh, it's clever. Heel. Clever boy. Clever boy. Heel. Good boy. Clever boy. heel, good boy, clever boy. Dita, heel, clever boy, heel, clever boy. And just before the pavement, sit, clever boy. Wait for the cars to go past. And it's always best to say sit just before you want him to stop, not as you stop. And command heel, clever boy. And off we go. Well, he's learning traffic training.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Yeah, I used to have one, and we had him put to sleep when he was 14, so that was a good age for an Alsatian, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Yes, isn't he? A lovely colour.
He's a sable.
Pardon?
A sable.
A sable, yes.
He's got a baby shepherd.
You are so
My mum's got one of them at home.
Has she?
Yeah, not as small as this now, though.
Beautiful, isn't he? It's lovely.
Thank you. Good
My
boy.
mum saw him, she wanted him.
She would? Well, she can't have him because I'm going to keep him.
Is he a long-haired one?
Is he what? No. No, he's just normal haired.
They get big.
Heel. Come on. Clever boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Clever boy. Heel, good boy. I'm keeping attention and watching where he is at my side. Heel. Good boy. See, Ross is showing you how it's done, see? He's just done it, yeah.
I'm going to put the treats in now to save a little bit of time. Is tell your dog away. She's going to run up to the cone. You're going to say down as soon as she reaches the cone. She's going to drop down, and within 2 seconds, you're going to give her the piece of cheese or whatever treat you've put underneath. Away. Down. Oh, excellent. Come on. Loads of praise. What?
When you finished your puppy training at the school, remember the trainers and the instructors have just given you sufficient information to begin the journey of dog training. Your dog should understand the basic commands like sit, stand, down, sit stay, stand stay, down stay, heel work, in other words not pulling, coming on command, and doing all this with all the distractions of the other puppies. If you've achieved that, that's an excellent start. Most dogs I see at the centre have actually been to puppy training and adult training, and still they're problem dogs, so one has to pose the question why. Why are they still problem dogs but they've had this formal training? Well, generally speaking, there's 2 reasons. One, the puppy training class didn't actually teach training, it was just dogs meeting each other with no purpose other than puppies meeting puppies. That's not a good training class. You do have to actually execute proper training lessons. The second problem is that when the instructors give them the information at the class, they go home and do nothing. So in fact, what the people are doing is giving the puppy half an hour's to 40 minutes training a week at a puppy class, and in between it's getting nothing. You cannot train a dog that way. The dog has to be trained every single day. You can have 2 or 3 formal 10 or 15 minute training lessons at home. But the way I prefer to train is that when I take the dog out, I do some obedience training. When I'm in the car and I'm telling him to sit in the back of the car, I do some more training. In the house, when I call him, that is the recall. When I bring him into the lounge or into my office, I'm asking him to lie down and stay. So I'm doing training throughout the whole day in tiny segments. And that's what makes dog training a complete exercise, not 20 minutes a week at your local dog training. Remember, the trainers are giving you the knowledge, the instruction, the techniques and the equipment to help you train your dog until it's an adult, and then maintenance training thereafter. You cannot rely on that training alone to train your puppy. Like training children, we train puppies in obedience, informal and formal, every day.
Down.